best place for a casual social environment. There's no pressure. You just act like who you are, and everybody's happy with it.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Why? What'd you hear?
How's it doing? Good. So, how much you want for this?
$2 1/4.
$2 1/4? Well, that's probably a fair price. But you got any room in it at all?
Got a little bit. I got $175 in it.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I tell you what, you bought other things from me before. If you want it for the $175, you can have it for the $175, but that's exactly
Pick it up,
what I
Mike.
got, but that's what I got to have out of it.
You think you could work with that one?
Yeah. I think so.
That's why the outlets of shampoos and conditioners were created to help smooth.
Yeah, I think it's a good deal.
Sounds nice.
For professional results like this every day.
Hey, I don't want to steal it from you, you know.
No, I know. You're a typical customer, you want to steal it.
Yeah, well, you know. Hey. There you go.
You want change back?
Yeah. 175.
Oh, all right. I thought you were going to get a tip. There you go, Michael.
Okay, we're going to put you in our movie, Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
We're the band du jour tonight.
I know My name is Alice. I work at the Irish Rose. Mike is my son. And I make the cheesecake, I bake the bread, I make the chocolate mousse. Those are our desserts, the cheesecake and the chocolate mousse. Popcorn.
As he drinks his glass of wine.
Well, I decided to have wine because we're having dinner, but I'm a big beer drinker. And the beers are wonderful. What else can you say about the beer?
Get the big guy to wait on me today. Hey. Hey.
I don't know if there's
$1 million ticket now. That's
Hey.
$1 million ticket.
He's a millionth customer to come in, he gets a kiss. Gus, bend over.
2 red leaf, 1 ruby. Roma?
Still got fancy jeans.
Size bonners is this. Might be like a legitimate half case.
So it's a little bigger than a regular half case?
Gonna make a movie star. I'm glad I don't have no outstanding traffic tickets.
No porcinis, huh? Chanterelles? I need one of those. Oh, these are nice, aren't they? Got any basil that's fresh, doesn't have black on it?
Yeah. Check that stuff right there. Here. I just have another whole raise that off.
Oh. Yes.
Anything? All of them. Yeah. I got a hamburger, the big one, the head. The boss.
Hammerjack, huh?
Yeah, big head.
You want me to give you like 6-7 pounds, let you cut it how you want? Because it's, I mean, it's real thick. They're gonna be big.
Are they gonna be
about 1.5 pounds a piece.
£1.5 each?
I'm guessing that's usually
How much is it a pound right now?
It's not bad at all. It's $4.40.
Relax.
100? Yeah. You got them back in shape now, huh?
Well, you're pretty good this week.
No marlin, no shark, no shark. Tilapia, I got tilapia.
What about mullet?
Yeah, probably good.
Give me 12.
Take care now.
Yeah. You guys do good.
All right.
What's up, Michael? How you doing? Good. So you can't get a real lamb chop anywhere in the city, except maybe at my place. And I really enjoy that.
Good. Well, what we do is we bring in nothing but fresh lambs, daily, practically daily. Every day they come in. We pretty much specify the size we want. We don't want no old lambs, no big lambs, everything's small, spring lambs, basically. And our customers, we've known them for years. You know, we really don't advertise. It's pretty much word of mouth. And we build up such a customer base, and people come in from Rockford now, and from all over the Chicago land, they come in and buy our land. Kidneys I have there.
Give me 6 or 7 pounds of kidney. You know, when I started out, I thought I wanted the small strip ones. But that's, you know, the cow hasn't been in the feedlot long enough, you know?
Right.
It didn't blow up enough.
Right.
And you throw a lot of fat away, but, you know, get into those 12 to 14s. And it's not like lamb where you want to buy it young, you know?
Right.
The cow's okay.
It's gotta grow, they gotta be fed a little
What do
bit.
they say, 4 to 6 months, something like
I
that?
don't know. It's out of my field, the cows.
What's your...
Just give me for the kidneys, Mike. These you have for lunch today. $6, all right? Go on.
We might take him up on that, huh?
We bring in all our fish, whole fish. Where if we were to bring in the fillets, they would deteriorate much faster. The whole fish keeps up a lot better, holds up a lot better.
I'm figuring out that the same guys go to the same places. You know, I go down to Economy, I see the guy from Marche. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and
Do you know what's interesting? If you go to 1,000 garbage cans, you'll always see flies. And if you go to 1,000 rose gardens, you'll always see bees.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Basically, what I want to ask you is, why is your fish so damn good? I mean, your quality is so consistent.
In a nutshell, we have one door. We have one door, that's a big plus. Everything has to come in and go out that one door. That gives us an opportunity to watch it when it comes in, and an opportunity to watch it when it goes out.
Thanks, Howard.
When we started the business, we figured, and it's still a concept of ours, that is, it's cheaper for us to throw away fish than it is for the customer to throw away fish. If anything is marginal, throw it away. You know, I mean, if you send it out to a customer, he's gonna throw it away, and you've lost the money on it, plus you've lost the goodwill.
Yeah.
So you're better off throw, and we have we have a boy who lives out in
Good morning,
Leifheit.
Laura.
So instead of being in huge quantities on a truck, what we do is we buy in smaller quantities and get it in by air. It costs us maybe 40 cents a pound more that way. But we have Manny stop at the airport every day, picks up Continental, Delta, United, every morning. So whereas most people buy truckloads, we buy small supplies, but we get it in daily.
We also try and buy similarly. I mean, we've got, say for tuna, we've got 2 or 3 suppliers. You know, that we've weeded it down to where we figure we buy our tuna from the 2 or 3 best tuna importers in the country. We don't knock them down on price every day, as long as they're going to send us true number 1 or a 2+ grade tuna, then we'll buy it. They know they're going to get paid well. They know they're going to get, if they're not going to send the fish out, and we're not going to say, oh, it's bad when it's good.
Yeah.
You know, you develop a trust with our suppliers as well, and then we find that our suppliers treat us probably as well as any fish house in the city, which is important to have that two-way relationship. So we try and pick out a couple of really good suppliers and remain loyal to them for each variety. I mean, we don't buy salmon from the guy we buy tuna from. You know, we try and find some smaller guys that do things really well and stick with them.
We got down to Cornelius, and we're at Cornelius, and we see the kid from Avanzari, or we see Yoshi, or we see, okay, we come over here, we see the same guys, you know, it's like, you know, and pretty soon you start figuring out, I must have the right places, because I'm seeing the best guys in the city when I go into this place, and you hear the rumble on the street too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you go to one good supplier, you talk to him, and he tells you, you say, well, where should I go for this, where should I go? Oh, this guy. You know, so the suppliers know too. That's kind of interesting. The suppliers know who the other good suppliers are.
That's all. That's a very flattering. We like to hear that. We like to hear that.
Tell me why, you always have wonderful red onions. It doesn't matter what time of year. How come you always have great red onions?
Because this is a quality house, we like to carry quality merchandise. We make good money on red onions, there's no sense in doing the job twice. We'd rather get it right the first time. Red onions, to keep them fresh, we move a lot of them, and we like to take care of business the right way, that's all.
How do you go about assuring that you get good red onions? I mean,
That's why I can get Spanish onions, yellow onions from restaurants, we get a little cheaper, a little less quality to them. red onions. Nobody wants to put a red onion on display that has some rotten in it. So you got to give them the right stuff. People pay for the right stuff.
Spanish onions are going to cook with, so...
Exactly. You can get away. You can get away with a little bit off color and save a guy a few dollars, but red onions.
Well, you always have the most beautiful red onions. That's why I've come here for like 3 years now.
I appreciate it. I tell customers like this.
We try to have the best merchandise as possible, because nowadays there's really nobody out there that wants cheap stuff. I remember years ago you used to be able to get like cheap peppers, cheap cubes, or always be a buyer for it. Now they're dwindling. Everybody's on this, they just want good merchandise.
Quality is important.
Right, quality's important. A lot of people don't ask anymore as how much is, they say how good is it.
Yeah.
How good.
Which are the best tomatoes rather than which are the cheapest.
Right, which are the cheapest ones, exactly. And nowadays, that's what you gotta do you gotta have the good price too, you have to be able to compete. But right now, they're looking for quality more than anything.
How many people actually still come down and shop? Is there, that's a minority, or?
As far as the stores or restaurants? Well, restaurants, I would say the majority of restaurants are being handled by the food service people.
There's a value to come in here looking at it, being able to reject it if you don't like it.
Exactly, yeah. So you buy, you know what you're buying, and
you get to know the people. I think more importantly, you get to know the people who have the good things.
Right.
And so you go to the people who have good things, you don't go to the people who have bad things.
Right, they keep coming back.
How you doing? We're still shooting all movies. And I want you to look right into this camera and tell them why you have the best, the highest quality produce in the market.
The highest quality produce in the market has nothing to do with me or the actual facility here, but because of my shippers. It's the difference in the way that they grow and the care that they take, and all the operations that they do. They're smaller, they're hand-picked, things that are done by actually management themselves and owners and people that have been in the business for a long time. It's not a new wave thing with herbs like many people think, because a lot of times people use dried herbs.
Yeah.
But these are people that have done herbs since the Second World War, and after that time where they collected all the herb starch from out of Europe. So that every herb they have is precise as opposed to American seed herbs, which people grew and knew that were easier to do, but all the herbs that they do, they propagate from cuttings out of one of their other farms, and then they only sell to 2-3 people around the country. And what they have is complete control over their operation, so that everything is nurtured right and cut at the right time, rather than let things overgrow or flower where your oils are up. So in other words, the end result is that somebody such as Mike, he has a good product to work with because it's cut by somebody that respects with the same mentality as Mike does as a chef. So in other words, there's very little difference in between. You don't have flowering herbs, you don't have them when they're too young, you have them when the oils are up. Plus you have the precise correct herb that you want to use. You have Italian types of rosemary, French types of rosemary, you have a Greek oregano, you have a Sicilian oregano. There's all different things. You have the French tarragon, but everything was correct to where it originally grew, so that the net result is correct to the type of cooking where it originated. So it's really easy for me to say that we do have the best products, even though it has nothing to do with me.
Well, it has something to do with you. I've noticed that a lot of things that I buy and a lot of places that I buy are family operations. Mm-hmm. And I wondered if that was true of the herb people too. Is it?
Same thing.
Yeah, and that's where you get the quality and the control, because there's a pride in what you do. There's a pride of ownership. There's a pride of producing a good product.
We find that instead of using brokers, that somebody that would gather everything for you, bring it to one point and ship it, we deal with individual farmers and smaller farmers, and I find that it's the best way for 2 reasons. First of all, the care that we just talked about, but second of all, the expediting. People that are smaller want to know who they're dealing with and know how much they have. So in essence, the things are done right and they're shipped right out. Whereas when you deal with a broker, and a lot of times you'll tell them what you want, they don't even know what it is, so by the time they gather it, it's from a second or a third-hand source, and it's not exactly precise, even with the herbs. And then you get it, and it's after it's been consolidated that you lose freshness too. Okay. So what you gained in price, you lost in quality, and I don't believe you should ever sacrifice quality for price.
And I think that the kind of customer who shops at Cornell, that's the way they feel, that's why they're here.
I think so too. We have a select few. We don't advertise and we don't solicit. But I'll tell you what, we enjoy a good reputation here, again, just because of the products that we handle. And I enjoy it too. It makes me feel good that if I buy from somebody good and sell to somebody good, that the equation I have is always good business.
So now, the last question is, do you think after the rain in Washington we have porcinis next week?
As long as we don't get the cold that follows. But it should be ideal, Mike. You're exactly right. the rain and the cool nights, you know, if we have warmer weathers, we're gonna have excellent porcinis.
Okay, well, I'll be here to
Well, I
buy
had them right out to Rockford too.
Okay. These are golden chanterelles, and these are beautiful. They're not too, you know, they're not too wet. They're just a little bit moist, nice and firm. These are perfect. These are as nice as you're gonna get them. Gorgeous. Big and thick and meaty, and they're gonna have a wonderful flavor. It is very unusual to get them this nice. These are from like Washington, northern state for sure. You know, Vancouver, where it's still nice out. Okay, let's show them the basil here. This is why we come to Cornelius. Look at this. Grown and white. No black on the leaves. Everything perfect. Flown into the United States. What else we got in here? We got today we got some fresh oregano, fresh tarragon. Mushrooms, you gotta let them breathe. This is mescaline. This is a mixture of like 5 different kinds of edible greens. This is really beautiful stuff. Oak leaf. I forget all the different kinds that are in here, but this is it tastes. We got comini mushrooms. This is a brown mushroom. These are beautiful. We go through maybe 30 pounds a week at Creminis. Here's one of the big reasons we come to Cornell. Portobello mushrooms, these are gorgeous. They got just the right amount of dampness to them. Not where they're going to get moldy or go bad. Not where they're dried out. These are really nice. There's a beautiful box here. This box right here. Look at this. That's a port. That's a gorgeous port. That little butter on the grill, that'll taste so good.
we started. Times like these, they won't keep us parted. All those memories when we disappear, place in your heart, things that you feel, but your heart ain't broken. These words that I've spoken can't keep me from still loving you. Sister Blues, Sister Blues, Sister Blues. Think about you, baby, every day. Every day seems to fade away. I know that you're always at my side. Always know what you feel inside. I know that you're gonna make it. You don't have to worry, 'cause you'll find. Never said it would be easy. You know that I'm gonna treat you right. Stay with me tonight. Looking back on yesterday, ain't it funny how time slips away? Almost forgotten where we started. Times like these, they won't keep us parted. All the memories that we disappeared, placed in your heart, things that you feel, but your heart ain't broken. These words that I've spoken can't keep me from still loving you. Sister Blues, Sister Blues, Sister Blues, Sister Blues, Sister Blues, Sister
In the Midwest, you know, a little town like Rockford, and what's entailed in trying to get quality.
Boy, it's certainly a lot different than the regular way of doing business in Rockford, I'll tell you that. If you don't seek it out, you're not gonna find it.
No.
And I mean, it's not always easy, because what you have to do is you have to commute to the big city, you know, the different farmers that you deal with, the different suppliers around.
And there's a few guys that, like Dennis, you know, Dennis works on doing nice
Yeah.
stuff, and
Dennis, the same as you know, he'll come in twice a week and stuff like that. Tries to keep his store away from the norm of the supermarkets. By Francois, you know, that what he's got in his store attracts a different type of people, and they stay there, you know.
yeah. Where's this guy's restaurant?
He's in Bucktown. He's on Damon, right near Fullerton, between Fullerton and Hermitage. He's from France. He's from the western section of France, Midi du Pyrenees. So he named his restaurant Café du Midi.
Oh, he's Café du Midi.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
My mom's going to come down to videotape later. I'm going to have her videotape you videotaping.
For Say goodbye. I remember seeing you lying there. Now I see all the pictures. Now I see all the pictures. Apple melodies unformed. Crunch, crunch, go the bones of the righteous man. I think he's gonna breathe underneath of the sand.